Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and get into Married at First Sight Season 14, Episode 13, Popping the Questions. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video and hopping into the comment section so we can talk about everything that went on in this episode regarding Michael and Jasmina. For those of you that are new to my channel, I do breakdowns of each episode for Married at First Sight, giving each and every couple their own dedicated video. So once you get done watching this one, feel free to go check out the other three videos from the other three couples from tonight's episode. So the episode starts off with Jasmine doing her own little I call them self-confessionals, where she said that she feels they are on a good page in their marriage right now. She feels they are both giving 100%, and for the first time in a while, or probably ever, she feels positive about the marriage. So Marco, it's like Michael meets with Pastor Cal. He said it has been a roller coaster, but progress has been made in their relationship. Michael said that he was doing things out of obligation because he felt that that's what a husband should do, not because he was necessarily connected for her. So after a while, it stopped being him just doing things because he felt like he should be doing them or because he was supposed to be doing them. And it started to really be about, I really like her, I care for her, I want to do these things for her because I want to do them for her. So Pastor Cal said he is happy to see that the progression and actually doing the work is what helped you make the connection. Michael is all smiles. He's just giddy and grinning and smiling. So Pastor Cal then asked Michael what would happen if he tried to touch her. Michael said, I don't know. I don't know, and I ain't gonna find out because you ain't gonna get me knocked out. That's basically what Michael was saying. But Michael said that they really don't have any physical touch. So at the end of every night before they would go to sleep, she would kiss him. And he said that she was doing it out of obligation because she felt that's what a wife should do at the end of the night. So he told her, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do or you feel that you're doing out of obligation. Pastor Cal told him that was stupid. And Michael was like, why? And Pastor Cal was just like, think about what you said. You were doing things out of obligation and then you kept doing them and then it became you doing them because you really wanted to. So if he would have continued to let Jasmina do something as simple as kiss him goodnight, not out of obligation, she might have gotten to a point where like now I'm doing it because I really want to do it. You know what I mean? So Michael starts to see the correlation. And Pastor Cal tells him to initiate some type of touch with her. He said, do it respectfully. Don't just, I said, Pastor Cal, no, I don't want to ever see you do that hand motion again. But Pastor Cal said it's time for Michael to rise up as the husband that he can be and that he knows that he can be. So I'm like, cool. Meanwhile, across town, Jasmina is meeting with Dr. Pepper. And Jasmina said that she's feeling really good right now. She said, this is one of the very few times or first times that she's been like kind of relieved going in to meet with one of the experts because she knows that they're not about to get, they asses handed to them. So Dr. Pepper asks, if she has any worries and concerns. Jasmina says she's worried that she just does not know enough about Michael. Michael talks about his past, how his past has made him into the person that he is today, how it has shaped him and molded him, and how it affects how he deals with things and all that type of stuff. And she doesn't feel like she knows enough about him for them to really feel connected. So Dr. Pepper asks if Jasmina has given Michael enough of herself to get him to open up and trust. Jasmina said they have very different views on trust. So Jasmina is a person that I trust you initially wholeheartedly until you give me a reason not to. Michael is a person where you have to earn his trust coming out the gate. So when you have that type of barrier and that type of difference between people, it is kind of hard, because while Jasmina may feel like, I trust you so we can go forward with things, Michael's not there. So that in turn caused her to close off, aside from the fact that she don't like him. But that caused her to close off. So Dr. Pepper said they need to have more intimacy and touch. That is ultimately what is going to get them to trusting the other person, right? So Jasmina says that she doesn't feel anything when he does touch her. And it's because she just does not have that deep connection to him that will cause her to. They're in a friend zone, basically. And I feel like Michael put himself into their friend zone, and Jasmina didn't do anything to try to get him out of it. So Dr. Pepper suggests him doing something as simple as just holding hands while talking. Dr. Pepper loves people to hold hands. Remember, she made Zach and Michaela hold hands while they were talking about how they needed to move on from that toxic marriage. So Jasmina said that she does not initiate touch herself because sometimes she'll get caught up in the moment, where it might be, oh, maybe I do feel something for him, but she doesn't have that all the time, so she doesn't act on that. And Dr. Pepper tells her it's cool to act on those small moments too. So if there is a moment when you guys are, in the kitchen and you exchange a look or something, it's good to act upon those moments as well. It doesn't always have to be a consistent moment, but you have to do something to try to build this intimacy and this closeness that Jasmina feels that she needs to take it to the next level. So they get back home, and they're both talking about how their meetings went really, really well. The questions that they were supposed to ask each other kind of led into one another, probably the best of anybody else's, right? So Michael said that he told Pastor Cal that they had good news, and he brought up the trust and what she can do to gain his trust. He brought up how she can be more vulnerable and open, that allows him to feel like he can trust her with his past and his feelings. She said that she is not purposely holding back the way she used to. Now she's very open to talking to him about different things, about getting to know more things about his past, about sharing more things about herself, so that they can, connect a little more and get to that next level that they need to get to. Michael asks if he thinks that chemistry is something that can be built over time. Jasmina said that if by decision day they have not physically slept together, she's not worried about that if they have feelings for each other. If they have feelings for each other, she knows that the physical intimacy part will come after that. So if I'm really vibing with you, I can say yes, because I know that eventually, we're going to sleep together. So the fact that she's not banking it on intimacy is great. But Michael then asks, does he feel that they have enough time to turn things around and to get there by decision day? She feels that she doesn't know him as a person. And it's because they don't have deep conversations. I feel like the only deep conversation they probably had was the initial one that they had that day when he talked about his brother being shot. But Jasmina, you brought this out too, because for so long they spent so much time, they wasted so much time talking about how to communicate with one another when they should have just been communicating any way that they knew how to. So Jasmina, a lot of this rests on your shoulders just as much as it rests on Michael's. You both are a big part of why we're down to the last 2.5 weeks. And now, oh my God, I really do like you. But it might be kind of too late at this point. So she said that she's scared that they won't have the time, but she knows if they actually put forth the time and the effort, that they could possibly have the time and have enough time to where they can get to that level where they might be at a point where they both feel comfortable saying yes on decision day. So I'm just happy that they are able to have good conversation finally. We're not seeing them. Michael, we're not seeing any more of that. So fingers crossed to them. I think they both should still say no on decision day, but we'll see. So when they're talking with the group at the end of the episode, Michael and Jasmina feel that they're both doing better, but they still need to have more deep conversations to get to know each other. And it's very mature that they are acknowledging that we really don't know any enough about each other to make a decision about whether or not we should be together, about whether or not we're writing each other off, or whether or not we feel that we are just that good of a match together. So kudos to them. When Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal come out, they advise them to each, you both have to initiate touch more with one another. It can't solely fall on you waiting for the other person to initiate touch. You have to do something for the other. Jasmina decides to say in front of everybody that she feels nothing from touch because they don't have the foundation. So it's not that she's saying that she just feels nothing for him. It's just that we got to build this foundation first. Dr. Pepper says to end each statement with a yet, because saying that we don't have the foundation yet shows that we're still a work in progress. We're still working towards it. We both still want to get to that point where now, we're working on it. We haven't given up. So adding yet to the end of the statement gives it some hope. And child, we'll see. I think they should both say no. I think Michael's going to say yes and Jasmina's going to say no. And I feel like Michael should be okay with that, because you know that this woman is probably not the best woman for you. But let me know how you guys felt about the episode down below. Jasmina and Michael were they were almost boring this episode, which is fine. We welcome that. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.